All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel Lifestyle by SK, where wine, cigars, and relationships create that tapestry of extraordinary experience. And on today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you about the role of trust and honesty in lasting love. Now, there is a take that I want to be able to discuss this in, and I want you all to think about it from this point from the beginning. As I look at this, when people are in their dating phase, what I like to call their trust stage, which is that when you are getting involved with someone, so fellas, you get involved with the lady that you really like and that you say that you really love, are you coming into that with the intention of possibly marrying that person? Now, as for the ladies, is the fella that's giving you the attention that you have been longing to have because nobody else has given that to you? Are you coming into the situation hoping that that man will at one time propose to you at some point down the line? So we are having to basically gain each other's trust through not only our emotions, but also our physical actions as well. So we begin to go out on dates. We begin to go and meet other people that we are cool with. And as we're going down this track, we have to determine, at least from the man perspective looking in, is how is this woman around other people that I know? Is she trustworthy enough to be around your family? Is she trustworthy enough to be around your friends? Is this some type of lady that you think that your homeboys may try and talk to take her away from you? Do you think that she will go for that kind of thing? Like these are things, questions, and thoughts that should be popping up into your head as you're going along in that dating environment. Because the thing is that a lot of things that you will see when you are in that boyfriend girlfriend state or that courting state, likely you're going to see once you get into that married state. Now, as you go through this, you have to be and have to have good communication with one another so that you fully understand what you're getting yourself into. The signs could be there early on. You have to really understand who you are dealing with and what you need to do in order to make this work. Now, this could most definitely go into the point of you being able to have that trust turn into you all being able to be honest with one another. So if you are seeing, you think that you may be seeing other people, and let's hope that that is not the case, that you can be honest with the person that you are dating so that you are not wasting their time. I always like to share a story that I've heard once, and I've known people to actually do this, and I really thought about this a lot. It's it's definitely not fair. For example, if the man is just dating that one woman, he's only focused on her, and say that woman is dating multiple men while they're in a relationship or talking to one each other or talking to another. You don't want to be in a situation like that where one of you have your attention on multiple people and the other person does not. The reason that you don't want to have that to happen is that when you start getting really, really serious about one another, you have to cut everybody else off. So, ladies, the other fellas that you were dealing with, you have to cut them off. Fellas, if you're dealing with some other women, you definitely have to cut them off. The only time that you will have the option to basically date other people is if you all are in a friendship state where you're getting to know each other. You're not quite sure if you all are going to be compatible, but you are also dating other people and you all are being honest and trustworthy to one another. That is a completely different situation than if you are in an actual relationship and you then begin to bond with one another and you say, you know what, you're going to be the only person that I'm going to be talking to, and the same rules should apply from the other person to you. When you are going through that state, then you build up to the point where you know, okay, I feel like and I know that this person that I'm dealing with is going to be the person that I can spend the rest of my life with. Because the question that you must ask yourself is, are you dating to be married, or are you dating just to have someone to hang out with to pay for things for you? The climate that we live in right now is nobody wants commitment. People are scared of commitment today. So let's go ahead and take it there. Ladies, Do many of you really want to be married? Or do you want to just have the options of having different men that you can choose from to take you out to eat or buy you stuff or pay for things for you? Is it just the free for all where you just can get free things out of guys that you are dealing with? We really got to have these conversations because what happens is when you start messing with people, you start getting into people's head, and then the next person that comes along has to pay for the behavior, the stupid behavior that you all have been doing. And these can go multiple in both ways. Fellas, if you know that you're out here and you're dealing with multiple women and they don't know, you shouldn't be out here sleeping around with every single woman that's out here and then trying to make sure this woman that you really like is not dealing with anybody else but you. That is extremely selfish for people to want to do something like that. And that's the kind of society that we live in right now. We have people who are so afraid of commitment because what happens is they can't just leave when things go bad. And so this whole idea of just being able to have the trust and honesty with the person that you know that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, that you're going to have that lasting love with that person. The goal and initiative that I always like to push and that I absolutely like to advocate for is most definitely strong and healthy relationships. I like seeing people in healthy relationships together. Healthy, fulfilling relationships that transition into marriage, that create a solid foundation, so therefore that you can bring your family into existence so that you can create a legacy. That is all that I want to see people get into. I'm not stuck on the basis of what type of people get together in tight, meaning that I'm not concerned whether if it's a black man or white woman dealing with another, but people, the higher that people tend to move up in society, a lot of times they tend to be race loyal, which means they tend to deal with people that look like them. But as we know, the numbers between both men and women are not going to always be equal, and it's not going to always be the same. But what I want you all to do is really evaluate the situation that you're in and that you absolutely find the best fit for you. Because, ladies, remember, you have to make sure that you are in your most feminine, fit state where that man is able to see you out in the public, that he is able to know that you are the one that he wants to propose to. Because remember, the men control the access to marriage, ladies, not you. So, by that being said, hopefully that many of you out there are carrying yourself in a modest way so that that man is able to find you in that state and that he will be able to see and know that you're the person that he can be truthful to, honest with, and spend the rest of his life with. So most definitely like, listen, subscribe to the channel Lifestyle by SK, where wine, cigars, and relationships bring a tapestry of extraordinary experience. You all have a good one.